look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody. What? You mean you used to act like... so is this an invisible friend who hangs out with... Imaginary. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them? Seriously? So, imaginary... Oh, Paimon was looking for... No way! You guys are so... Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems...
Oh, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Tone-deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting...
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make...
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption, Lisa had to import some
dangerous?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called an Ernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm
Huh? What?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of what... If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself.
So, you can see them? Go on.
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, Traveler. Take a look. See...
Do you see him? Do you see him?
So it does work for you two.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't... Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look... Flora from the flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed, you know? Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend. Go, Barbara, go!
That's what I'll make tonight.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure. How can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could
Friends with a flying plant? What?
Because then when it's windy, you would...
Isn't that called...
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventure. I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's an adventurer. And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The amazing adventures of... He's in the city of...
That sounds like a...
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Which child shall we interrogate next?
Mondstadt, welcome.
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about No way!
Well, that is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? Seriously? How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of
If I didn't know any better.
Just drink responsibly on my
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master D-Luke, I'm sure I...
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon, for one, never wants to grow up.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about Ellen? Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
Uh-oh. Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to become a knight that she...
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you guys...
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me... I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure...
Seems Alan really looks up to Jean.
Oh, thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the... How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
Well, I'm exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash...
Alan, she's our girl. If she...
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot. But I'm so sore from training. I got an honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's gone adventuring at the Temple of the Lion with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be in... Great! Thank you so much.
Ready for reconnaissance.
Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. Looks like we can't go any further. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Yahoo! Motion to compel! Back off! Beg for mercy. Here we go.
Let's dance.
Back off! Brace yourselves.
Come on, we can do it.
Think you can get away? Let's play! Freeze to the core! Crush! Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Hey, are those guys?
To ashes! Time for your arraignment! Boom! Let's play! Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I...
You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer?
The vip.
I must say, it's an odd. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, I think you're not. In which case, why head back?
Okay, motion path.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Attitude says you know that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mandravari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was I?
You and your partner reached the Merjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Merjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more. With a gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
Poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's the dream.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Merjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there? Let's dance. I don't know!
Wrap up the flame! Motion to compel! Back off!
I feel a little weak.
To ashes! Crush! Shudder! Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Beg for mercy. Crush. Beg for mercy. Shudder.
Crush! Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy. What a sorry sight.
Let's play! Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea, but is it true?
Please excuse me.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago, they were none other than those. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, since you guys are the experts at this, can you bet? This is Stanley we're talking about. If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm right now. So, I can't bring myself to tell.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you can...
Oh, one other thing.
Dada Upa Gorge, was it?
Let the show begin. let the show begin. Hi. Huh. Hey, that bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely!
Protect us.
Flood of frost. Power that ended Python. Back off.
Let's dance.
Incinerate. Back off. Breath of the flame. Boom! Crush. Back off.
Let's dance.
Lo and behold, the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
Are you sure? Looks kinda basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic,
Say, Jack, if you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless. Fades into the background. But when you're in dire...
You're right. You're right.
Let's scout...
There's somebody there.
Stanley? What's he?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora-spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Right.
Lo and behold, the
Liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah,
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning?
You do have a point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, excuse? Well, okay. You take it from here. Hope you've picked up some hilly trillium by now. If not... Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. He did not seem to appreciate that. Uh-oh. Oh no. We ticked him.
Back off!
motion to compel.
Back off!
Hey! He dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran!
Guys, thank you so much! I can't believe I actually found them! Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found!
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud. Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in a...
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eye.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance. And your
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had... I'll get...
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder if such a person was forced to take...
What are you talking about?
Anyway...
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name? Could there be another person called Stanley?
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day.
Does anyone get what's going on?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Mare Javari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Yikes! We're busted!
Go away. Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Tevat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe...
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think? Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank...
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure. I'm just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shot.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences.
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring, that's my biggest secret of all. And my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit...
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing... Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that...
I'm too old. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that...
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration! And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey!
Stanley. So many years after the fact. It's not even his friend himself that holds him back. But I, for one, am confident that the people of Mondstadt will not forget his friend.
you made it.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your...
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before!
That's right. The tyrant of the winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yup. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down. And since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing, Paimon! Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples?
Getting a little peckish or...
Paimon's had it up to here.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.